you can find those figures online. About 630,000 every year from people living with HIV. And in this part of the world, about a third of new infections are amongst young people, and the most impacted are young women. And because young women also carry high risk, I don't know whether to call it risk, but we also have a challenge of pregnancies between girls ages 15 and 19. And I always say pregnancy is a sign of having unprotected sex. So then it opens up the additional risk of STIs and infections such as HIV. So what I presented this morning was a reminder that we have oral pre-exposure prophylaxis, which we know works and works very well, but people have been unable to take a daily pill. So then there was work done on long-acting methods. And the most exciting news in that space has been two products. One is called cabotegravir, long-acting. Short name is called Caberlane. And we got those results, I think that's almost 2 years, that showed that it worked extremely well and that it worked on a population, on a scale of delivery, compared to the oral products. It performed much higher. In that group, they only had about 4 infections. They had about 96% reduction. And we've seen, of course, the challenge with the oral pills is the challenge of oral medication and recalling. Now, last year, this was released July last year, was the news about lenacapavir. And lenacapavir is a subcut, it's an infusion, so it's still an injection, but it's given twice a year. And that's remarkable, isn't it? To be able to use a product twice a year, every 6 months. And amongst the women in that cohort, there was 0 HIV infections. So that was really amazing news. So this was done not just in young women, but also in men who have sex in men, transgender communities, and they saw about 98%. Of additional interest, last year there was another trial which was closed, and this was a once-a-month pill called islatravir. So just once a month, which is 12 pills a year, but that trial was stopped. But this product is still in care and treatment. But the same company is starting a new trial of an additional product which will still evaluate if using this pill once a month will be enough for HIV prevention. So as you can see, there's a lot of exciting things coming out, and the fact that there's, for the injectables, there is proven efficacy. For the once-a-month pill, it's going into trial. Now, the third product was the intravaginal ring. We've had the intravaginal rings for a while. They're used for contraceptive. They're soft, easily placed. Women like them. So the dapivirine ring was proven to work and work well. And I guess it worked best when women actually used it. And the data has shown that this once-a-month ring is effective in protecting women from acquiring HIV. But the programs have also produced a ring, which will now be 3 months. So then she puts it in and it stays in for a 3-month duration. But this moves me, and this is the last one, on to the other advent of what we call multi-purpose sex from all. It's something women have said they really like. But guess what we have which does that is the condom. Not quite as popular, but the same issues that have compounded condoms over the years, of course, have also been a challenge for other HIV prevention interventions. So there's a lot going on in that space. We have rings which combine antiretroviral and contraceptive. We have a little patch which is really tiny, feels like a piece of paper, which was in what we call phase 1 trials, but was stopped because of the current funding issues using the dapivirine ring and a contraceptive. So it was a combination of a contraceptive and the ring in this little film that a woman would use every month. The other product, which was exciting, was a little insert, almost a little smaller than this, yeah? Which one would use before or after sex. But all those trials, unfortunately, were stopped because of the challenge of funding to USAID. But we're not giving up. So there's lots of hope on the horizon. We have long-acting treatment products coming up. They may not be within our reach here, but so long as they exist and science shows it works, we know it will come to us. And finally, I think my message was the recollection that treatment is prevention. That If it's undetectable, if you have undetectable virus, you will not transmit. So one of our greatest goals for HIV prevention is treatment. That people should know their HIV status, immediately go on treatment so that we can achieve viral suppression and cut down transmission. So we just need to figure out, and you can see over time the HIV burden has been going down. So this threat to HIV care and treatment is a real threat to the burden of HIV in our population. And remember that the new infections are the ones which get babies again infected, something which was already going down. So there's hope, but we still have a fight to do.